Himalaya empowers thousands of people internationally with her unique blend of traditional and modern lifestyle programs. She has numerous DVDs. She hosts her own TV show, Bali Blast, where she brings fitness to a whole new level. And her specialty is supporting women in their full potential to embody their delicious dream. She's going to be sharing with us with music with DTO. So happy to have you, Himalaya.
Want to acknowledge you for your commitment to transformation, your commitment to utilizing this time right now. We could be spiraling. We could be watching things online that'll take us downward. And we're choosing to be in connection because that's really what we're doing here. We're choosing to be in the collective of humanity. And so I'm inviting us all in to take a collective breath together, or 2 or 3 or 4. Let's see how many we can get. Inhale deep. Deep, 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 deep. Hold the breath for a moment and exhale out of the mouth. Let's do another one of those. Inhale deep and capture all of the pieces inside of you that are fragmented, that are disconnected. And I'm going to light a candle. And if you have a candle nearby, on the exhale, grab a candle and light that candle. I talk about embodiment a lot. This has definitely become my brand. Embodying our leader, our own leader. Every one of us is a leader. All of you who are watching here, I know you are. I know you are, because we're in the same commitment. And I love that, Scott, you opened up with the video of transformation and the butterfly and the cocoon and the goo that we go into. And interestingly enough, like, I've been actually looking at this because all of us are committed to transformation. So everybody, again, take another deep breath into that. All of us are committed to transformation because we wouldn't be here otherwise, because that's what Bhakti is. Bhakti is about continuously waking up and liberating ourselves, coming into who we truly are. Again, take another deep breath in. The breath is the key, right? That was the first thing we learned in yoga. The breath is the key. It brings us into remembering who we are, into remembering ourselves and our being and our true Atma self, our true self. And so, bringing it back to transformation, did you know that 90% of those caterpillars don't ever make it to the butterfly? 90%. So take a deep breath into that. How many of us have started a project or started something or had the idea or knew that we were blossoming into or wanted to blossom into our greatest self, and we didn't, or started to, and then we got distracted and we got procrastinating? And that's what's happening right now. We have so many choices out there of what to believe, what not to believe, what to agree on and what not to agree on. And so there's a lot of fragmented energy, and I'm inviting us into embracing all aspects of ourselves. Embracing all aspects of ourselves. That's really what embodiment means. So you'll see like this, my little signs here to remind me. So I'm gonna, in a moment, invite us into like calling in all of our energy that's out there in all the different places, threads, spiritual, whatever, all the conspiracies and all the things that we keep spiraling downward into, and come into connection with our truth, calling aspects of ourselves, and not also not denying, because I think that that's what's happening. We can't agree with each other because we're denying aspects of ourselves, or we're ignoring, or we're spiritual bypassing, or we're, just avoiding. And so I want to actually even share. So everybody take another deep breath in. Exhale. I'm calling in all of the places within us, the shadows, the parts that we don't like, the things that we disagree with ourselves, or we self-loathe, or we self-disagree, or we disagree with others, or we judge others. God, I am so guilty of this. What if it was possible to disagree and to love, embrace each other? What if it was possible to honor each and every single soul? I know that's hard, for their beliefs, their pathway, and then embrace our own pathway. One of the things that's really going on right now is this, with the Black Lives Matter, where we're seeing now with new eyes, we're seeing, I'm seeing in our own culture where we've denied other religions and cultures and colors. And it just was passed on. It was passed on from my lineage and from my, from the people that were surrounding me. So there was just this ignorance. And so what's now coming about is this, wow, I didn't even know that I had that. We didn't know that we had this separation consciousness. And we're in the spiritual community, right? So I'm inviting you to look at those places, and that means embracing all aspects of yourself. So I got to embrace that I had so hard to say, I don't like sharing this because I feel embarrassed about it, but I got in touch with that, my family and I took on Muslims and Blacks. We just had a thing. My mom said, you can't marry a Muslim or you can't marry a Black person. So that was ingrained in me, and she learned it because it was passed on. It's just we have this dehumanizing to someone else. We create lowerness. We create a separation. We create other people are lower than us consciousness. So what if we actually embraced all aspects of ourselves and each other? What would happen? And I'm grateful for this Saturday night aliveness, and I'm feeling super alive with our own shadows and our truth, and my own shadows and my truth around how can we as a collective put our arms around each other and stop the stories because they were just passed on. They're not our truth, especially us who are committed to transformation. Is anybody getting what I'm saying? Put up your hand right now, or give me a little thumbs up in the Facebook Live, or, chat here. I just want to hear my sisters and my brothers. Awesome. Whoo! Yeah, we got a lot of thing to do. And it really starts inside, because we are the microcosm that can absolutely affect the macrocosm. And so are being called to be a leader. I am being called to be a leader. And leaders embrace all aspects and see the fire that we get to go through in order to go through the full transformation, right? Like I said, 90% of those caterpillars don't make it. Are you going to be a part of that 90%, or are you going to stand in the fire, stand in the goo, in the uncertainty, in the not knowing, and create it in this moment, in this collective, and say, yes, I am going to stand. I am going to clear up any of the lineage, any of the stuff that's been passed on, because it wasn't mine. We are free will beings. We get to create our present and our future. So everyone take a deep breath in with me. Whoo! Make a sound. Let us hear each other's vibration, feel each other's vibration. I want you to imagine we are all in a huge circle together. And I'm calling in. I ask you to call in your allies, your support team, the devas and the devis, all of the divine beings that are here for you to live in your absolute truth, your greatest humanity possible, your greatest leadership possible. So all these divine beings are surrounding us as we are in this collective holding hands. So take a deep breath in, close your eyes for a moment and feel each other. Yes, we may be separated by walls and by screens and by masks. We may be separated by all these things and by thoughts and disagreements and all of it. But guess what? When we embrace in this microcosm that we are in right now, and this microcosm that we are co-creating together, in this collective of how many of us? There's 200 just here on this Zoom, plus all of you out there holding hands together. Feel that. Whoo! Make a sound. Let us feel each other's vibration. Take a deep breath into your heart, into your truth, your true being. Come on home, my sisters and brothers. Come on home. Remember who you truly are. You are that caterpillar that gets to become the most beautiful leader, being, human being. Embracing all aspects of yourself, even the shitty ones, and coming into the collective, embracing everyone else. Because together, this is how we can do it. We can't do it alone. So even though we are separated in this physical way, we are not separated. Do you get that? Open your eyes, take a deep breath in. And even if you can't see yourself or each other here, like put out your hands right now. Put out your hands in connection. Feel the energy. Like I used to say this all the time, is like our hands are our own healers. And our hands are the embracers and the healers of the world as its paradigms are crumbling. We're coming into wholeness. And we get to be a part of that. Yeah. Beautiful. And now wrap those arms around yourself and rock yourself from side to side. Whoo! So awesome to be here. Thank you to Shiva Ray, also, and Jai, and Saul David Ray, my brothers and my sisters who I've been traveling with for a long time in our Bhakti Fest and our journey of awakening ourselves and ourselves and each other. And I'm so honored. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for this collective. Thank you for going for it. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Shalom, Hari Om.